Now we want to go a little bit further. I'm going to share my screen, and the first company is going to be called, we're going to look at two companies today. We're going to look at stocks that are that's providing the infrastructure to the cryptocurrency. The first company we're going to look at is out of California. So all my California people out there, if you're in the SoCal area, San Diego, I lived out there for a while, in the La Jolla area. This is in San Diego County. The first company we're going to look at is stock symbol SI. That's Sierra, India. It's going to be called Silvergate. So let me pull my screen up. Y'all give me 1 second. Okay, so we're going to go to About Silvergate. So the first thing about Silvergate, right here, they're based in La Jolla, California. Silvergate is a Federal Reserve member bank and is a leading provider of the innovative financial infrastructure solutions services for the growing digital currency era. We leverage our technology platform and management team's expertise to develop solutions for many of the largest fintech and digital currency companies and investors around the world. Our solutions are built in on our deep-rooted commitment and property approach to regulatory compliance. It was founded in 1988. This is what I like. Pay attention. It was founded in 1988. Silvergate has been consistently profitable for 20 plus years, and our stock is publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange, SI. This pretty much was a bank that was founded in 1988 that they've been profitable for 20 plus years. And now they are getting into the digital cryptocurrency space. Now, when you look at this company, you say, okay, well, how has the stock performed? SI today cost $74. Their last year performance, we're going to look 1 year. Last year, this stock went up. Let me see, make sure I'm not putting out bad gouge. The stock went for how much was, okay, let me pull up my other screen here. This is a little bit harder to read. So we want to look, how did SI stock perform last year? And y'all can look it up on on your own, but I'm going to pull it up too. So if y'all can beat me to it, that'd be great. So last year, SI stock was $15, $16. This company went from $16 all the way to $74. A profitable company that's providing the infrastructure. I'm going to pull this up on my screen here so y'all can see this. So y'all can't say, when you go back and you tell your coworkers and your friends and your cousin, you can't be like, oh, well, Prince said, I saw on YouTube. You say, no, I know how to get this information myself. So right here, 1 year, this time last year, this stock was trading for $16. Do the math. From $16 to $74, what is the return on the investment? From $16 to $74. Let's do the math on that. 362%. This company has gone up 362% last year, and nobody talked about it. It's a profitable company. So which one you rather invest in? I don't really understand cryptocurrencies, but I know how to understand a profitable bank. Right? This company's told you they've been profitable for over 20 years. They went up 362%, if my math is correct, last year. Nobody is talking about the infrastructure behind cryptocurrencies. Right? That's one company. This company is called SI, Silvergate. When you look at their finances, great financial company. It's already a profitable company that's moved into the providing the infrastructure for cryptocurrency, and they went up 300% last year. Yes, that means if you had $1,000, it turned into $3,000. If you had $10,000, it turned into $30,000, right? But it doesn't get that media hype. Let me see what y'all said in the comments. Next, we're going to go into another stock. I don't know who's saying, somebody's telling me that I'm not live, but okay. So Brandon says, based on what you're asking, companies like Visa, MasterCard have been a couple who invested in it and helping put together what manages it. That's another one. That is true. Visa and MasterCard, they do provide technology behind our money, right? Always Ready said, invest in Coinbase once they have an IPO. That could be one. He said the bank. He's guessing right now. He said buy Grayscale. They have multiple cryptocurrency funds. Yes, I did a show on that. That's called GBTC. GBTC. I taught that. I might do another episode on it too about it for E-Trade, but I did one. You can do GBTC. You can do that, right? And Joe says this isn't live. Okay, Jose, I'm not live. I'm gonna guess I'm a machine with artificial intelligence, right? But I'm not. Nicole Youngs from California said I was hoping to find something like this, and I had no idea where to start. No problem. You tuned in to the #1 podcast, YouTube, whatever you want to call it, in the country, well, in the world, right? So anyway, we talked about this company here. Silvergate is a profitable company out of La Jolla, California, right where you at, Nicole, that we looked at their infrastructure and they've been profitable. They're making money. We can look at their finances. It's already a profitable company that I can understand that are getting into the crypto, right? It went up 300% last year. Nobody talked about it. It went from $16 to $74, and it's already profitable. Antoine, there you go. You got it right. This live in living color. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to turn my camera on. I'm looking a little rough right now. Now we're going to get into another company, right? We're going to get into another company because I don't understand cryptocurrency. I don't know what it is. I don't know the value. I don't know what it really does. What utility does it produce? I know what Google does. I know how it makes money. I know how Amazon makes money. I know how Amazon makes money. I know how Google makes money, but I don't know how this makes money. You know? Here we go. Peter Young said this is great info. Appreciate it. LK Ross said JH. I don't know what that means. Okay. All right. So Riot blockchain. Everybody's been asking me about this company, Riot blockchain. So we're going to look at Riot. So Riot right now, let's go back to about them. Let's look at an overview of Riot. Riot is out here in Colorado, probably like 45 minutes away from me. So this is what they say. Bitcoin is disrupting the future of worldwide currencies and payment systems. Riot blockchain is focused on supporting the Bitcoin ecosystem. Through proof of work mining, we're believers in Bitcoin opportunities, and our continued effort aimed to growing our mining operations demonstrates our commitment to the Bitcoin network. Riot is one of the largest U.S. publicly traded company miners in North America, and we are consistently working to improve. So right here, what is that first line? Riot blockchain is focused on supporting the Bitcoin ecosystem. So like Miss Jacqueline said, Miss Golden said earlier, she said, hey, I took my BitPay and went to McDonald's and brought a large fry. What is the ecosystem that's making that happen? Who is that invisible hand that took that money from her BitPay and gave it to McDonald's, took it off of her card, put it in, provided the system? Who's doing that? So Riot is saying they're one of the largest people to do this, right? Now, let's take a look at the finances of Riot. Where are they at? Investors. We go here to investors, and we're going to go to their financial information. So let's look at their balance sheet. They have it right here on their website. I don't have to pull it up. Riot here, cash on hand is growing. This is the big thing. I can go straight here to the cash flow statement, and I can tell the cash flow is negative, right? September from last year, 9 months, they're losing the same amount of money. So the company is not a profitable company, is losing money versus the other company, but this company has a lot of momentum. So SI is fundamental strong. Riot is momentum strong. Say it with me. SI is fundamentally strong. Riot is momentum strong. This company has been going, stock price wise, been going wild, crazy upside, a lot of momentum. I like what she said. She said, yes. She said, yeah, who is the magic man? Yeah, who is the magic man? That's what I'm looking at in this episode, Miss Jacqueline. And that's what, so when I can look at the magic man and I can look up the finances, I can see how much money they're making, how much money they're not making. And these companies are going up 2, 3, 4, 5 times and uh, in stock prices, and nobody's talking about it. I'm more comfortable with these companies than I am these unprofitable companies. I always ready to say, look at coin market cap to make. Oh yeah, it's not a stock. Okay, I figured it. Yeah, he's like Ride was like $3. Yes, Max B. Ride is like the headquarters is like 40 minutes from me. They're right here in Castle Rock, Colorado. And if y'all listening, Ride, y'all need to get with me. I want to bring y'all on the show because maybe y'all may make me understand Bitcoin because I don't. But when I look at them, they're mining, right? They're a mining company. Okay, let me get back to where I was. But they're not making money, right? They haven't made the money. The cash flow is negative. Now we're going to look at their balance sheet. They are up in their cash. That's good. Then we can look at their total liabilities. They got a nice bit of working capital at least. Shareholders' equity. Look at the shareholders' equity. This is the network of the company. It's not increasing that drastically. Their finances, the momentum of the company is moving way faster than the stock price. Look at the equity. The equity is not jumping up like crazy from last year to this year. The finances doesn't. Their balance sheets don't look crazy over the last 9 months. But look at the stock. The stock just went crazy, right? The stock is going crazy, but when you look at the shareholders' equity, it's not going crazy. When you look at their fundamentals, they don't look too crazy like the stock price. So they have a lot of momentum. Momentumly, they have a lot of momentum. The momentum is just going crazy. I didn't pull up the finances. I'm gonna go back. We're gonna look at the finances of SI Silvergate 2, but they have a lot of more. They have way more momentum than Silvergate, but their fundamentals are not there. So now let's take a look at, let's compare and contrast. Let's look at Silvergate's finances. Let me pull this up. Y'all give me 1 second. Silvergate Financials. That sounds like it might be it. All right. So their financial statement, let's look at their financial statement from 2020. Let's look at their Q3 report. Make sure y'all can see that. Let me share the other news stream. Let me see y'all can see their Q3 report so y'all can walk through it with me. So Max B, you got your Investor Show mug. I want you to make sure you sipping your Investor Show mug looking into this stuff. Okay, here we go. Make sure y'all watching the same thing as me. There we go. Yeah, we're watching the same thing. All right. Let's go on down and stroll to their finances. So look at here. They got their digital currency exchange, the investor relations, institutional investors, right? They got real estate. They got a lot of operations in here. Real estate loan. Because there was an actual bank that's just jumping into. They were already a profitable company that's just jumping into this. This is in thousands. So they got 15 million total assets. Oh, look at these total assets they got in this company. What's that? 2.6 billion. Shareholders' equity, making sure I'm looking at the right thing. Shareholders' equity is slightly growing, nothing too crazy. This is very important. Retained earnings. Look at those retained earnings, slowly increasing. Retained earnings is after you pay all your bills, what's being retained in the company. Retained earnings looking very solid. Now let's see if I can get down here to the cash flow statement. Okay, look at the net income. Net income, the net income in thousands, it's like what, 21 million? They had 21 million in 19. They only had 16 million. So the cash flow, net income kind of decreased. But let's look at that net income. After that net income, let's see how much money they walked out with. So it was 67 million last year, only 64 million this year. And it ended in the same time period, September 30th from last year to this year. So nothing crazy, right? Nothing too crazy, but they're more financially sturdy than a Riot. Riot seems like it has a lot of momentum. It could be the future, right? Like, and I look at this, this happens with companies like CrowdStrike in cybersecurity land. I haven't spoke about that in a while. But when you look at CrowdStrike versus Fortinet, Fortinet is better fundamentally. Fortinet is fundamentally strong, but CrowdStrike is unprofitable, but momentum strong. So you have to understand it too, right?